Vicki.
Hi, Trish.
Thank
So
you for
good to see
joining
you.
me today. It's so nice to see you.
Yeah, you too, virtually.
Yes, I know. Virtual hug.
Virtual.
Um, so how have you been doing? What have you been up to during this pandemic of ours?
Well, very surreal times indeed, but I have to say, knock wood,
Hmm.
I'm one of the very, very lucky ones in terms of I'm able to be with my beautiful granddaughter
Mm-hmm.
who is growing so fast, and that's been such a treat and such a gift to me. And additionally, I'm still teaching drama online now, which is quite different,
Mm-hmm.
teaching kids who have disabilities. And it's been a wonderful experience. Took some time to get used to that whole new mode of teaching, but I feel very fortunate to have doing that. And I'm doing a little acting too, as what's called a standardized patient, where I am acting for medical students as a patient with different kinds of issues that they come in with. And it's an opportunity for them to role play with real people as opposed to just learning from books.
Hmm.
So so new exciting things. And I was thrilled to be part of this
Yeah.
because this is to me very meaningful, and it's an opportunity for me to come back into the Cape Rep scene, albeit a different way, but I feel very honored to be a part of this, so thank you all.
Well, we're thrilled that you joined us, and I mean, our audiences have known your beautiful face and your beautiful talent for many years. So I'd love you to maybe talk about that a little bit more, just about coming back for this particular project and what it felt like to be on our campus and to walk into the building and see, your dear friend Janine and Mo, and, what did that feel like to perform again on that stage?
It felt like coming home. It truly did. Cape Rep has been a very precious and important part of my life since I first moved to the Cape in 1986. I was part of the very first production as an interpreter at that time, sign language interpreter. But through the years, I feel like it's one of the greatest gifts in my life because I've had the opportunity to play roles that are dream roles for me. And I know that it will always feel like home. So being on that stage, although I dearly missed the audience, just to feel the stage, it was such an electric experience. It really was. And then Susan Nicholson's gorgeous lights and the set also was fantastic. So that was fabulous.
That's so great. And you did more than one choice. You did 3 pieces, right?
I did.
That right?
That's correct. Yeah.
And so what drove you to do your pieces? What was
It was really the main reason I think that I was drawn to these 3 pieces was I felt they were very representative of the current social and even political situation that we're facing right now. Even though none of them are set in this current time, it felt like they could have been.
Mm-hmm.
So one of them, Good People, in which I play a single mother of an adult child at that point who has disabilities. And she struggles to make ends meet every day and has very limited choices available to her. So I think if this is the time where definitely we see so many people in our society that are dealing with the same thing. And I think it might give people more empathy for those around who don't have the choices that those of us who are lucky to have. And the song that I sang was called Goodnight New York by Julie Gold. And that song has always touched me because it's really typical, I think, of the immigrant's plight, coming to this nation with his ideas of grandeur. And sometimes it doesn't always meet up to the ideas that were there. And but that hope is always there. And I thought it was a very hopeful and beautiful song to share. And lastly, I was able to do a monologue from Janine Perry's play that she wrote, Distance Between Us, The Distance Between Us, which was about Abigail and John Adams. That has to be one of my very, very favorite roles of all. And that was the time when Janine and I became friends. And Abigail Adams spoke so eloquently about women. And at that time, there was no such thing, of course, as women's rights, but it was almost a precursor to maybe 100 years ago when women started to speak up. And I think that, unfortunately, these are still issues that we're facing. And we've all, with all of the things that have happened recently with women, we still have a ways to go. And I think that bringing her words back, it only fuels that fire, I think. Mm-hmm. So I guess those are the main reasons why I chose the pieces I did.
I'm in doing these interviews and being able to see snips of each person's performance. I keep saying this, and I'm a broken record probably now to people, but I'm so excited for people to see everyone's choice, because it feels so direct and it feels so personal and it feels so what, as an artist, you want to say right now. Because not being able to perform consistently, for me personally, was just like, well, what do I want to say? You know, if I'm not doing a specific piece, what do I want to say? What is Trish feeling? What does she want to say to our audience, to whoever watches? So I just find it fascinating. And I really can't wait for everyone to see what people were thinking. I love it. I can't wait for people to tune in.
I think it's an ideal opportunity for us as artists to have a voice. Yes. In our daily lives that are so surreal right now. So for me, that's a gift, to have a voice.
Yes.